obviously put the team at risk. So,
Allow me to assist. Really?
yeah.
How do you think the team played today?
My wife is not going to be happy about that. If you guys could see the look of disappointment in their face. Basically, it's very clear that whoever took this car apart did not want, anyone knowing where it was. Look what I just found in here. See that little guy? Is this an air tag? Well, might have really done it this time. Who gave me access to car auction? 2017 Cadillac CTSV, 100% sight unseen from the auction, no keys, theft history. That's about all I know about it. Is it going to be a great deal or ruin me financially?
How much you pay for it? I'm gonna say it.
35 degrees. Raining.
It's like 50% off. You got to let the Cadillac for 50%.
Brand new.
Brand new. That's the title of the video.
From the auction, where all the good stuff comes from, which is fresh from Tennessee. All right, let's see if we can get this thing unloaded.
What was he doing on shit?
Try.
Who's doing my truck? Oh, what's the
Windshield wipers need a lot of help.
As bad as yours.
Means business.
Well, hopefully not no more.
Cadillac entered the performance sedan market in 2004 with the Gen 1 CTSV, designed to compete with models like the Audi A6, Mercury Marauder, BMW M5, and the Mercedes E55 AMG. The first gen CTSV included the LS6 and 6-speed manual transmission directly from the C5 Z06, produced 400 horsepower and 395 foot-pounds of torque. A few of you might have been around for the Gen 1 CTSV I rescued on the side of the road for $5,000, put a couple bucks into it, fixed some cosmetics, and had myself a beautiful stealth gray metallic V1.
That boy get down. I was just about to say that. I tell you, he gonna move. He gonna start the video and he be all the way down there. I think he supposed to start from back there. Why? Yeah, that's what it is.
Channel was only around 5,000 subscribers back then, so if you've been around since then, you're a real one. In 2009, the second gen CTSV came to market with a new body, the LSA 6.2 liter supercharged V8, loosely based on the LS9 from the C6 Corvette ZR1. It made 556 horsepower and 551 foot-pounds of torque and was available with both an automatic transmission or the 6-speed manual from the Corvette. I actually looked into getting a second gen CTSV as a daily driver before finding my 2010 E63 AMG. I fell in love with the E63 and honestly figured that the interior quality and daily driver capabilities of a Mercedes would be better than that of a bailout era GM product. Even though the E63 gave me a couple of headaches over the years, still don't regret that purchase one bit. The final Gen 3 CTSV came to market in 2016.
I forgot me. This what they're doing all that.
Just as Cadillac had done in the past, they took the current Corvette Z06 drivetrain, which in this case was an LT4 supercharged V8, an 8-speed automatic transmission, and stuffed it into the CTS chassis. The results were pretty spectacular. I've been in love with the V3s since they came out. And I've always thought one would make an awesome daily driver, but I've got a ton of money wrapped up in fun weekend vehicles. I couldn't justify the $60,000 to $70,000 I'd have to spend on a nice one to just daily drive it. More on that later.
Listen,
Sketchy stuff going on there. First walk around looks pretty good. Only thing I see so far is this splitter here. I don't know if this is original or not, but oh, the LT4 is there, so that's a good sign. Looks like it's all here. Oh, does it need power for you to
No,
put it in?
just to open the song so you can see all the stuff is.
Oh yeah, all the stuff. Okay. Oop. Here, go right there, right on that. Negative. Yeah, there you go. Yeah. Cool. Yeah. So where did this CTSV come from? Well, Copart, of course. Well, hold on a second. I thought you needed a dealer license to bid on cars like this at Copart and IAI. Well, normally you would, but thanks to Cars for Bid, I was able to bid on this car without a dealer's license. Cars for Bid is a registered broker for not only Copart, but also IAAI, and their search allows you to pull up vehicles from both auction sites so you can find exactly what you're looking for. This was perfect for me because remember when I said I didn't want to spend the $60,000 to $70,000 that a clean title Gen 3V would cost me? Cars for Bid is great for finding a heavily discounted project car, whether it's wrecked, salvage, flooded, or even plenty of clean title vehicles that just have an unknown history. Cars for Bid gives you access to all of that. I was easily able to bid, win the car for a great deal. Cars for Bid even shipped the car to my door. Their customer service was second to none, and I really thought the process was a breeze. Cars for Bid also got me a heavily discounted Carfax vehicle history report where I could clearly see that this vehicle was loved, at least at one point. Dealer serviced, relatively low miles, and even though the auction listed the mileage as true mileage unknown, it's clear to see on the Carfax that the 44,000 miles the odometer currently reads is the correct mileage. We'll have to deal with that later. So it's as easy as that, you guys. If you're looking to bid on project cars from both Copart and IAI and you don't have a dealer's license, definitely check out Cars for Bid. The customer service was second to none. The process was super easy. They delivered it right to my door. And now we've got an awesome project car for the channel. Use my code in the description. It's going to get you $50 off your first purchase at carsforbid.com.
Oh, no. Woo, baby.
All right, well, here she is off the trailer. Turns out it wouldn't roll because the tow truck driver had it in drive instead of neutral, but whatever, honest mistake. we're able to get it off easy enough. I am gonna go inside now because it's 35 degrees and sleeting, and I can't feel my hands right now. So there's one thing I need to do immediately for this thing. So I'm gonna do that right now, and then I'll check in with you guys hopefully tomorrow when it is not so miserable out. First and foremost, I needed keys for this thing. The auction listed it having keys, but unfortunately it didn't show up with any, which makes sense because it was a stolen vehicle, probably recovered with no keys. Anyways, after dealing with the usual parts guys telling me that it could be anywhere from 2 to 3 weeks to get keys and anywhere from $800 to $1,200 to program 1 to 2 fobs, I found the saddest little parts department in a nearby town where the guy was actually super helpful and was able to cut me a skeleton key for $83. And according to the internet, this should be all that I need to program some fobs. From there, I hit the store to get a couple essentials that I knew we were going to need. Stuff for an oil change, including some Rotella and, some new wipers for the truck. Got power. Open the door. 44971. You guys have been asking about my RC plane, so here's me attempting to fly it. Graham absolutely loves this thing.
I'm over there digging for some gold. But the cool thing is I found the Batman sword.
All right, good morning. A little bit better, mid-50s, overcast. Certainly not 33 degrees and rainy. I can feel my hands, so that's a good sign. All right, you guys are caught up. You know exactly as much about this car as I do. Auction pictures, Carfax, and then the initial unloading, the quick, really quick view that we got of it in the snow/rain. So let's take a look at this thing. So overall, I'm pretty happy with the condition of the car. I have not found any dents. It's really dirty, so we'll know more once we wash it if there's any major scratches or anything. I haven't seen any curbing on the wheels. But yeah, super straight. I haven't seen signs of any aftermarket paintwork or Bondo or sanding scratches or anything like that. And the Carfax backs that up. The only damage that I have found on this whole thing, which is kind of a bummer, is right here on the carbon fiber front lip. And this thing felt kind of flimsy. So I thought that it might be aftermarket. Boom.
It's a 200-year-old elm. And while I might be holding up on the outside, on the inside, I'm dead close. And if you don't have the right home coverage, this could break your bank. So get Allstate. They might count you out.
They might doubt you.
The only way to prove them wrong is to keep driving.
Wendy, don't worry. Your makeup is stuck like glue.
And it's actually blue. I didn't make that blue. It's actually.
From sauce to dust to nuggets. Diablo dusted crispy.
But y'all only get air, not
Or basically the reprint window sticker that I just got for $10. It shows all the original options this car had, including the $6,000, $7,000, whatever it is, carbon fiber package. So the carbon front splitter, the hood vent, the rear spoiler, all original GM. And what's really a bummer about this is this was not broken in the auction pictures, as far as what I can see. So this either happened at the auction yard or during transport. And my guess is the the first one. I think it happened at the auction because the transport guy said that the forklift loaded the car right onto his truck or
Oh, yeah.
his trailer.
Well, yeah, so
And
did
then
that.
it was broken when it showed up. So unless it moved on the trailer, which I don't think happened, it's more likely that this got broken using the forks or something at the auction yard, which
Yeah.
is a bummer. But I think we can get this aftermarket reasonably cheap and it will look just as good, if not better.
That's
But
pretty
yeah,
cool.
very clean. I think it's raven black. I don't even know if it has any.
I don't think it's like expensive though, carbon fiber and shit.
Can't really tell. And yeah, it's got, I think these are called the Midnight. Oh, it's got a V in it. That's kind of cool. They're super dirty now, but I believe this is like a dark metallic finish. I think it's called Midnight, according to the window sticker. So super, super sharp looking car. We'll talk more about the exterior later. Let's get into the interior because I think that this is going to explain what happened to this car, why it's an auction car, why it ended up at Copart. So right off the bat, and you can see this in the pictures too, there's all sorts of interior parts taken apart. Got this part here, which actually might have been from the auction. This is how you flip a little switch here to get this thing into neutral. But in the auction pictures, you can obviously see all this stuff is taken apart. This Q thing is just kind of
Still in the house. I think this is
bunch of stuff taken apart
break
down
the
there.
window,
And then of course,
put in neutral.
windshield was smashed immediately.
Right how they rapping, probably got stolen.
Ben is going to, so it's hard to read.
You guys can let me know what you think in the comments. But based on the Carfax and the fact that this thing is bone stock,
That's
I think that this thing was somebody's baby. It was stolen. And the first thing that thieves do when they usually steal a car is smash out the bin so that the car cannot be properly confirmed as being the one that was stolen. If it doesn't have a VIN, you can't really confirm whose car it is or what it is. So that's the first thing right there. And then nowadays, everyone has got air tags and GPS modules and this, that, and the other, so that you can locate your vehicle if something like this does happen. So I think once they stole it,
should get one.
they started ripping the interior apart looking for air tags or
Right.
GPS modules or anything that would be able to help, authorities or the previous owner locate the car. So they just started ripping stuff apart. Glove boxes gone. All the common areas that someone would hide, a rear seat area down here, anywhere that someone could hide an air tag or a GPS tracker or anything, they just ripped it apart looking for it. And either they were successful and the car was not found for a while, or they weren't successful and they were able to locate it pretty quickly. But I think what happened was the previous owner whose car, this was his baby, perhaps once it was covered, he saw, his once completely mint CTSV looking like this on the inside. And he was like, nope, don't even want it anymore. State Farm, come get it. Write this thing off. I'm just going to start from scratch. My baby is ruined. She's tainted. Honestly, don't know if I blame him. I'd probably consider doing the same thing. You have a car that you really cared about, it gets stolen and kind of trashed. Like, will it ever really be the same to that person? I don't know. That's my theory. Let me know what you guys think. But yeah, interior is nice, but the only thing other than being all torn apart, I think it's going to come back together pretty well once we figure out what's going on. The only thing that I'm bummed about, this car is fully loaded. It's got the panoramic sunroof, suede headliner, the luxury package, the carbon package. It's got everything. Original window sticker of $100,000 except the Recaro seats. And the Recaros were going to be a hard requirement for me. I said if I was going to get a V3, I had to have Recaros. The Recaros are so sick on the V3s. They have like the fake, seatbelt things. They just look sweet and they're pretty comfortable. But I said if I could get a good enough some guys say it's good play. Have to figure out a way to get rid of her. But that's that one. Other than that, just typical GM stuff. You got the plastic peeling off the window switch here. I think this one's actually in good shape. But if we come over to the passenger side here. Oh, that one's not bad either. This, and part of this was probably them trying to get it apart, but this carbon like delamination and discoloring, I think is really common on the V3s. But other than that, if you can look past everything that's torn apart, which I think we can fix pretty easily, this is a very, very clean car. I mean, look at the driver's bolster. Almost no wear there. very, very minimal wear here. And you guys know this is where sports cars and low cars are gonna wear. This was an immaculate car. Rear seat folded down, but I mean, more of the same back here. Looks really clean. Yeah, see, I think this is fairly common, this like peeling up or whatever. I don't know if this is related to the theft or what. Someone's boot or something got there. Then we got a bag of stuff here. What do we got? Interior. Oh, good. I like to see screws and stuff. Oh, what is this? Oh, this has got to be like a GPS module. Maybe this is what they were looking for. Maybe this is the OnStar module or something. Like those are GPS connections right there. So the thieves were likely looking for AirTags and or this thing, just ripping the interior apart, trying to find anything that would be able to help people locate the car. We got like hazards and whatnot.
Oh, yeah.
There's that.
Wait a second.
Trunk is full of hopefully the rest of the interior parts. And this is actually where we need to start. This is probably the original battery, original AC Delco battery.
Keep the phone like-
And we need to get this thing out because it is completely dead. I've had this thing on the charger. It won't even recognize that there's a battery hooked up, so it won't charge. I've done the battery revive or restore setting overnight.
yeah.
Absolutely nothing. I've tried jumping it. Battery is dead. So I think first things first, we got to get this out, and then we'll see what's next. Center console.
I
Alright.
my over back.
Oh boy. The backpack. Needles are in. Plane traffic. You know. Yeah, I don't think there's anything in there. That's probably for the best. We got the anti-theft special. That didn't do them a whole lot of good. Our interior trim. The glove box. Oh, they broke it. You sons of a mother. Can't be gentle with anything. If I'm broken. She's broke. Interior trim. We're gonna figure out how all this goes back into there. I think that's the bottom of the seat. In the interest of audio, because of the wind, we're gonna go hands on. Here's the. I guess this probably goes up there. More interior trim. I mean, at least it's all here. At least they kept it in the car. Can figure out how it all goes back together, see what's missing. Who knows? Oh, there's the driver's floor mat. Even got a good set of floor mats. That's nice. What is this? Maybe that's what held that module. Ripped it out. Here's our fuse panel cover. It's missing somewhere. Okay, well, right now, this is already, they were probably digging in here looking for GPS modules too, because this is all torn apart on both sides, but I might have to remove this and then peel some of this back, and then let's get this battery out.
But that you got to do all that just to get the battery off.
You shouldn't have to. You should you have to take that little bracket off. It's on top of them and pull up the top.
I'm going to do the
Okay,
That's a big ass battery.
my battery is out. Here's where it goes down here on the, at least the CTSVs. I don't know if this is the main ECU or not, but these sure do look a lot like ECU connections. Bunch of stuff back here. Look at the size of this power cable, multiple power cables. Oh yeah, you guys know I geek out about random date codes and stuff. February 25th, 2017. When this thing was going together. Where's CTSV's built? Is it Detroit? I'll have to look into that. Here's the battery. Let's see if we can find a date code on this. 2021. So it's been replaced once, at least. But she is super dead, as most auction cars are. I think according to the Carfax, this thing's stolen in like June of 2025. And then probably sat around until State Farm picked it up on September 19th, and then it sat at the auction for another 6 months until she got to me, and I'm gonna save her. But yeah, battery dead. You say stolen?
That's it. They put it.
What's missing? Start this thing, will you? No, that's missing. That's broken. You're right. I concur. What about this? Uh-oh. Oh, you got a key? You see that? It's like a house key. And it's bent. What'd you do to that seat, dude? Did you have a blowout? Hey, yeah. First order of business, can't do anything if the battery's dead. Again, usual parts counter stuff. The dealer wanted $309 for an AC Delco battery, and I really was trying to support the local dealers. But my boy Jeff Bezos had me the exact same battery on my doorstep the next day for $180, getting an AC Delco. So it's hard to say no to that.
So
All right, as usual on the channel, it has been a couple of days, but I think I finally have everything that I need. Get into this thing, see if we can program the fob, and most importantly, see what kind of deal I got on this thing. See if we can get it to start and run. That all starts with this skeleton key that the parts department of Dover Chevrolet cut for me. And all you do is pop this cap off on the driver's side door, and then there's a sequence of like turning it to the left 5 times or something. And then that enters the programming mode. And we can use one of these 2 fobs, or probably both of them. The first one I got is a genuine GM one, because I just had to have the Caddy logo on the back. Got this on eBay for $90.
they got the V on it.
And because I was hoping to have time to do this last week, I overnighted this China one from Amazon. Just basically the exact same thing, but doesn't have the Caddy logo on the back. But it'd be nice to have 2 fobs, including one genuine GM one, and then they both came with new skeleton keys, so we could probably have a locksmith match those if we want more of those. And most importantly, our new battery is here as well, $180 from my boy Jeff Bezos. OEM AC Delco battery. This is the AGM one. Big boy. So let's get this battery in, see if we can get power to the car, and see if we can start this key fob programming sequence.
How the 2 warm world though, Mike? Yours did look the world better than mine.
They say you gotta leave it in there long. You gotta let it leave warm up like. I was like, usually put it on like 2 minutes, but then I just wait till you hear it sizzling, the piece of sizzling. Then how I say, then just hurry up, open it, then see if the crust is like bendy and shit.
Okay, apparently we just wiggle this thing off. Go. And then we turn this to the left 5 times. And here it says remote learn pending. Please wait. So this is a timed process. So I think we have to do that 2 or 3 times, and then we can put the remote here in the center console. And that should program it. But I was just looking in here based on the state of the interior to make sure nothing's unplugged, because you can see right there, that's where we're going to put the remote. And this thing down here is unplugged, and it's got a memory card slot in it. So I'm wondering if this is the performance data recorder, and they just unplugged that just to be safe. I don't think that has anything to do with the fob programming, but I'm going to plug it in just to be safe. See you guys in 10 minutes.
Beat-ups, bottomless apps for $9.99 are meant for sharing. Unless it's a mod stick, then I will fight you. Bet you can't run it fast at T-Mobile. Bet you I can. We better pick it up, because T-Mobile now has the fastest 5G home internet. Watch this.
Hey man, you ever get your ass back on next day here?
Mm.
Mm.
$35 a month.
You gotta remember, he took that money and got the fuck
Oh,
out.
yeah. Yeah, I forgot about that. That nigga came up.
Just y'all going. Get your ass back in that room.
Yeah, and then shit.
Ah!
At the end, that shit. Like then because it happened in the other people's apartment, so they don't think anybody's some shit going on. But yeah, it's just unless nigga we ran out with the gun, the shotgun. They say the sounds. Nigga ran out with the ATS with a bag full of money falling out. Shotgun.
We gotta close the door and open it to light up the dash.
That ain't gonna be doing all the time. Shit, right on trial him for early murder.
Learn. It says remote learn pending. Please wait. So
Bless you.
another 10 minutes. I think we got to do this one more time after that. Then we'll program it. While
But
we're waiting, I didn't talk too much about this yet. Here's the LT4. It looks to be 100% complete. Pull this Cadillac beauty cover off.
bless you.
Thank you. Good.
Yeah, I mean, I don't see anything missing. The only thing that I noticed that was a little bit concerning in the auction pictures, and obviously it's the same right now, is right here, is the coolant bottle is completely empty. But this thing's been sitting here for almost a week now. I don't see any leaks, which could be good or bad. Check oil just about where it should be. Doesn't appear to be milky or overfilled or anything.
Nothing.
Smells like oil. Other than that, it appears to be a bone stock LT4, which was attractive to me. Stock manifolds, even the stock airbox, stock throttle body. This appears to be the stock LT4 pulley. This is my first LT engine. You guys obviously know I've had a whole bunch of LSs on the channel and will continue to have LSs on the channel, but this is my first LT4, so completely new to the direct injection LT, platform. But and these things sound good and they're very, very capable as well. So hopefully this is a good one. We're about to find out in 10 or 20 minutes. Just had to put the key in this little spot here, right next to, you guessed it, Black and Mild. Right, so I just finished the programming. It was basically 3 iterations of that step, and then hit the start button, and then hit like lock or unlock. And now that's the end of the steps. So nothing chimes, nothing did anything. So let's see if it does anything now. Hey-oh! No way. All right, wipers are going crazy. Oh man. Ah man, I'm nervous. Did we just hit the button? Lock unlock work? Yep. I wonder if I could have programmed that other one while I was at it before I exited programming mode or whatever, but not a priority right now. Got our Cadillac fob here. Yep. It's all locked up. Boom. Trunk work. Oh yeah. Dealership wanted $1,000 for keys for this thing. I also insisted I had to have 2 fobs. Here the car is programmed with 1 fob. What, $89 for this, $80, so I can call it $160. Take that, parts department. All right, I think that's enough procrastinating. I think it's finally time to see if this LT4 is any good or not. See what kind of deal we got on this thing. Do key on once.
I don't know what you're doing. I don't know how to start a damn
Press
person.
brake.
I ought to rock this shit.
You gotta kid me. restraint system. Guys, no way. Listen to this thing. Sewing machine. No leaks. Oh, we got some coolant coming up too. Probably should top that off. No smoke. Just a little bit of condensation. No way. No way. Theft deterrent system. I don't know how to use any of this stuff. Have absolutely no power over here, but God knows what's plugged in or not plugged in over there. Always with the airplane traffic.
They about to come confiscate it. Like, we gotta slowly.
Real.
You know, watch my car and fix it up and learn on stuff. I'll break your jaw.
Ain't gonna lie, I love to get one.
Yo, I want to see it all cleaned up and shit.
Mhm.
It's probably been open since June to close. How do we do that?
Right there.
Slide? Oh, well, that works. Go back. Down. Yes. I still can't believe this. 44,000 mile old stock Cadillac CTSV 2017. I'm into it for 31 grand right now. We still haven't driven it, but getting this LT4 started up.
30 grand. That's still a lot of money though.
But
Yeah, hell yeah, especially with it, it's like 2017 or something.
Mhm.
Especially not even knowing if it'll run or nothing.
Cause you know you can get it running.
You ain't put no air in the tire.
He did when he first got it, but it just
drive and reverse.
Stab off in it.
Well, that went about as good as it possibly could. The LT4 fired right up, and this thing moves under its own power. Today's my birthday, April 8th, so I got myself a great deal on a Gen 3 CTSV for myself for my birthday. You know, a 10-year-old stolen, salvage title, interior torn apart, history unknown. Cadillac GR product.
Now I wonder how much for the one if you really drove by one of them. They put the jack and
This
shit, how
thing
much it
is
cost.
psyched.
he said like 70.
Really,
$70,000.
it's worth if we can prove that it runs and drives well and clean it up pretty easily, which I think we're going to be able to. First things first, I think I need to figure out why this tire won't hold air. Then I think I want to peel all this auction tape off because we're going to have to get to getting all the adhesive and stuff off there. I didn't still bleed it.
What about from
Moving
him?
that. No, figure out what's next. One step at a time.
Give me a week trying to get this shit off.
We're gonna take paint with it.
Look better with that off of it. It was like uh damn side of the shit and shit.
Or put that one sheet. Cold out.
I'm sitting there wondering, like, what the hell happened to the paint and shit?
Winter just won't let go this year. auction problems. I wonder if that's it. Piece of glass.
Doubt it. Doubt it.
See. Bummer.
Yeah. I
Mm,
knew it won that little shit.
mm.
Yeah. God, well,
Can't fix that.
you better be lucky it ain't your fucking rim.
That's why I look at this and they're looking at the rim and see what's a bent or cracked.
That's what happened all the time.
Mm. Nigga Spanks and Spanks.
Spanky. Hey, yo, Spanky.
Mm. Mm.
What happened? Guess we need a new tire. Not wanting to immediately spend $1,000 on 2 new Michelin Pilot Sports, but I don't even know what it drives yet. I hopped on Marketplace and found a kid working at the local Audi dealership.
They don't know the drive yet. He just drove it front and back.
$60. And the storage unit he had him in, he had a pretty sweet turbo
It is sweet.
Ranger. And took the wheel and my 2 new tires across the street, and the kid at the tire shop mounted it for free, but only because his balancer was broken. So we'll have to see how this thing rides with no balance.
What you doing about pickles though?
Huh?
In my truck.
It's true. Yeah.
You about to clock that nigga.
Oh boy, I'm making a mess. Making some jet boat seats. Or trying to, anyways. Hoping to drop them off the upholstery guy tomorrow. Let's take a break from this. Do some CTSV stuff. Haven't touched this thing in a couple days since we last talked, but we did get our new to us Extreme Contact. What is this? Continental? New used good tire with apparently it's off an Audi R8. Got it from the local kid at the Audi dealer who had that super cool Ranger. $40 for that thing. Well, actually, 60 for 2 of them. The other one's over there. I don't know what I'm gonna do, but let's see if we need to take this off again and take it to another tire shop and get it balanced. See if the remote start works. You hold it?
Hold it.
Maybe I'm just not doing it right. I don't know. Let's
Click the lock.
see if we can take this thing.
There you go. What's the deal?
Taco Bell's lunch boxes, including the $5, $7, and $9 box, are going to people's heads. Now they're expecting everything to be as lunch. Where's the doorman? There is no doorman. That's why we're late. Let's go. So I Taco Bell's 5, 7, and 9. Oh wow, AT&T just credited my bill. I guess the service was out and I didn't even notice. It really is America's best. Having an ass is always appreciated. Remember when I told you, Blake, you are enough, and you said thanks, Dad, and then we had that amazing handshake? I don't remember that. Blake, You are enough. Thanks, Ted. Wow. Wait, are you a magician? I don't know. Why don't you check your pocket? When the connection matters, it has to be AT&T. Nothing there. Oh, I was just looking for my phone. The company with America's best guarantee.
That nigga Chris Paul had that nigga on pins and needles. Like different.
That's rough.
What
you want?
Crack him the fuck up. Because Kenny kept telling him stop laughing and shit.
Schedule a shit fix while I get my hair.
Yeah.
Yep, they can fix my glass while we fish for back.
Big self scared of Chris Paul.
The others do. It's hot in here. Ooh. Hard shift into second. Third. Maybe it's got to relearn. Nothing to see here. Just driving around with a cracked windshield and tape all over this thing and an interior that's half taken apart. Brakes sound terrible, but I gotta assume this is the first time this car's moved since what, June or September or whenever it got stolen. She moves. It is hot in here. Should we open the sunroof? No. Well, does work. That's better. Before we take it out on the real road, how do we open the exhaust valves? There we go. Track. That's what we want.
Should have had a runner while you doing it. So it was different.
Exhaust sound just changed.
Good.
The whites.
Yeah.
You see the Gen 3Bs with the white.
I can tell about RPM.
This thing, but I don't know what any of these buttons do. Let me just check the owner's manual. Oh yeah, no glove box. Okay. All right.
Oh yeah, the one was.
All right. First actual drive in my Gen 3 CTSV. So we're driving around with no plates, smashed windshields, tape all over the windshield.
Oh, they're gonna take.
Just wanted to make sure this thing wasn't shaking horrendously from the rear. But we're doing 50 and it's not too bad. So I think that might be good enough for now. But we get it up. I think I can hear that LT4 supercharger a little bit. The half price CTSV. Not overheating yet. Can't beat that, man. And not beat that. We got a lot of work to do in the interior here, but in due time. Yeah, no, this doesn't look sketchy at all. No problem. That shifted a little bit. Oh yeah, here's the supercharger. All right, well there's 60. I mean, I'd almost rather save money and just wait until we get at least 2 new rear tires for this thing after we probably boil these ones off. So I think we're good enough to drive this thing around a little bit with that rear tire not balanced. We'll see. Literally not even a check engine light, just the airbag light, which I think is because of that connector hanging down back there. Again, I don't know what they were looking for back there, but I bet you both side curtain airbags are unplugged. Man, you really can hear that supercharger. So I think at this point, we got to clean this thing up. I'm going to do as much as I can to get the interior back together. So most importantly, I can figure out what works, what doesn't, and what I need to order. I already ordered a glove box on eBay, $55 shipped. So hopefully that is the right one in the right color. I don't know if this driver's side window is the motor or the switch or something else, but either way, with that amount of wear, I'm probably going to want a new switch anyways. I'll have to see what up here works, go through the trunk, see what is in there, what's missing, just see how much of this interior we can get back together. We got to get a windshield for this thing, but hey, we're driving a 2017 CTSV with 44,000 miles for about 31 grand. Still don't want to jinx myself, but I'm starting to think Your boy might have got lucky on this one. Sure. Oh, the wife is not gonna be happy about that. Confirmed. He's not happy.
Good, but the beat is fucking ass.
Looks like we didn't.
Boy, here to cut that camera off. She got the beating the dog shit out of me.
No leaks. Not too shabby. Oh, might have spoke too soon. This is where it's been parked.
Oh,
That's oil. So we gotta. Everything. What I'm missing, and I think I'm gonna start here in the trunk, reassemble this area, you know, where we had to take apart to get to the battery and or where they were taking apart looking for stuff. See if we can get the trunk 100% back together. Then we'll see what's left. Move our way to the interior. Also, whoop. Now, is this an air tag? It's gotta be. My guess is some sort of air tag. Now the question is, was this from, I guess there's a few options. One, the original owner trying to keep track of his vehicle. Two, the criminals that stole it trying to get to it after it was recovered. Or three, someone at the auction trying to keep tabs on the vehicle if they wanted to get parts off of it at a later date. So if it still works and they're keeping track of it, they now know where the car is, but they can swing by anytime they want. Anyways, I'm gonna figure out what this is and then probably smash it with a hammer and throw it in the ocean. But thought that was interesting. If that is the case, if that's what they were looking for the whole time and it was right there. But then we can start getting some of this stuff back together so I can drive this thing a little bit better. I haven't seen this screen work yet. I'd love to see some power to this thing. To the Q system, I think it's called. So we can start seeing if I need one of those and see what's in this bag back here as far as extra parts. Just see if I can get some of this back together so I can get a list of parts. That's not trying to find out where this OnStar module goes so that I can put it back in its spot. Put the trunk all back together.
Looked it up looked up on YouTube.
I'm noticing that all the places that are torn apart are where the internet says it's possible that this thing or the navigation module goes, you know, behind the glove box, under the passenger side footwell, behind the navigation screen, behind the driver's side, you know, wheel tub, under the package tray. We've got the antennas for the shark fin that appear to be disconnected. Might have to pull the headliner down, see what's disconnected up there. Basically, it's very clear that whoever took this car apart did not want, you know, anyone knowing where it was for obvious reasons. I was just poking around down here and I might be missing an entire module. I found this in the parts pile. I think this is what a lot of these connectors go to, like green and brown and stuff. But there's like 10 things back here that are not connected, including these like GPS looking connectors. So I was just looking online and I think I'm missing the entire navigation module, the whole module, which would explain why I'm getting absolutely no power or anything to the Q system here. So I'm gonna look around for that, but I think I'm gonna have to get one of those on order. So I've added that to my CTSV parts list. I already got a glove box on order. Got the key fobs taken care of. We'll talk about these in a little bit. And then just anything else that I've noticed I kind of want. The navigation module is on there as well. So for now, let's see if we can find where this goes, get the trunk back together, just get as much as we can back together and get more parts on order.
Antenna
Oh, dead.
disconnected. Wonder if we can just reconnect that. See what else is unplugged up here. It's about everything. See what we're missing. Go from there. Beautiful.
Yeah, hurry up now. Oh yeah, and they had that bag full of screws and shit too. So hopefully, okay, so, got a whole bunch of fucking screws.
Look at this. Luxury.
I checked Allstate first and saved hundreds on my car insurance. Fortunately, I did not check my outfit before meeting my girlfriend's family.
Mm.
Yeah. So check Allstate first. You can save hundreds.
Did you know the Walmart app has over 500 million items? He knows.
Yeah, that blood don't come around here no more.
He knows that. No, he's
Yeah,
I woke up after that.
what you knew? It's now new. They're just walking around like NPCs. But still, give me some. This is cherry flavored with cheat codes. They go down like they one up. They ain't character energy.
oh, get the beard.
Another toothpaste that does not whiten. Girl, this one works.
Finally got all of the adhesive off this thing. Keep that in mind when you're buying a Copart vehicle. Be prepared to spend a couple of hours getting all the adhesive off if it's like this one where
It still
the
look.
sunroof is open, so they had a bunch of plastic over the sunroof. Also, did a little bit of poking around, or more poking around in the interior. I found that under here, more stuff unplugged, more modules missing. So I think that's where that little silver box. Oh yeah, right here. I think that's where this goes. But there's also another plug under there that doesn't go to this. So there's something else that also goes in that package tray that's not here. So this is unplugged. The main radio communication module or navigation module is completely missing. And there's something else missing from under there too that we got to figure out. So I got to get those on order and figure out exactly what else is missing. But in the meantime, I think it's finally time we give this thing a wash. I'd love to see the condition of the wheels, the paint. Hopefully all this stuff, whatever it is, comes off. I was scrubbing so hard up here. We're definitely going to need a good paint correction on this thing, but you guys know we can handle that on this channel. Obviously didn't bother with the adhesive on the windshield because, gonna see if I can get one of these new VIN plates ordered or, a replica of one just because I want it to look original. And where would the factory sticker have been?
I don't see any residue of where it would have been here or would it have been on the door or the GMs. Sometimes it's in the glove box. I don't know. Tennessee put this thing here, but I don't know where the original GM sticker would have been unless they did a really good job of getting the adhesive off. Well, let's get this thing washed out. With an auction card like this that's been sitting for a while, we're going to need all the help we can get. So we're going to go right to our top of the line detail products, which in this case is Geon. Their foam is going to help to loosen up any contaminants on the paint. And we're going to follow up with their iron product, which is going to remove anything that's embedded into the paint or remove any additional contaminants. One of my favorites is their tire cleaner. Get off all that dust from the auction yard. Let's get this thing shined up.
Wonder what it was.
Mode start does work. Now I'm used to the Fords where you hold the or press the lock button and then double tap the start button. Apparently on this one you just have to hold the start button. So remote start works just fine. Not too shabby for a first wash though. Thanks to Geon, we've effectively removed 9 or 10 months or whatever of this thing sitting outside at the auction. We'll get a better idea of what the paint looks like once it dries, but I really didn't find much at all. This thing is like mint. I found one little dent right there that we can pop out pretty easy. By we, I mean my PDR guy. And some of this stuff didn't come off, but it does come right off of the, I don't know what this is, but it comes right off. I guess I just didn't scrub hard enough, so we'll worry about that later.
Mhm.
Then this chip right here.
Bottom is right out.
This thing is immaculate. That black paint just came right out. Shoo! This is it right here. This is what I wanted. I've been looking for a V3 CTSV for so long because I just think they look so good. We got one. Now it's getting kind of cold out. I'll have to pull this thing in the garage, get it up on jack stands, see if I can figure out where that oil is leaking from, and see what it looks like under there. If it's anything like the exterior, I'm guessing it's going to be pretty clean. But let's take a look.
No, it is.
Man, you guys know I'm a sucker for a big body, black V8 four-door sedan. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention, I think that the adhesive slash tape slash whatever messed up. I think these are plastic trim pieces around the doors here. It's still wet. It's gonna be hard for you guys to see, but you can see it like removed the gloss finish. It's like it ripped it off. So I didn't go too crazy removing the adhesive on these either because I think they either need to be replaced or repainted. I'm not sure if I can just get these right from GM for cheap or not, but we'll see. Anyways, let's get this thing in the air. Woo! Significant one. The longest, lowest profile jack you can buy. Quick jacks are occupied. Camaro doesn't have a rear axle and too lazy to uncover the Z06 right now. So we're gonna struggle through this. Always fun jacking up or learning to jack up a new chassis that you've never worked on before. Gen 3 CTSV being one of them. Like a lot of cars, it seems like these days, I couldn't find any jack point on the front. So you have 4 jacking points, one in the front, one in the rear on each side, which is great. But then once you have the jack in the way, there's nowhere for you to put your jack stand. So I used my best guess, found a frame rail point on each side. Seems to have held fine. We're going to leave the jack over there just in case. Anyways, let's get under here and see what we see, first of all, as far as condition of the underside, and also see if we can get eyes on that oil leak. Got the poor man's creeper, aka cardboard. Everything